Okay, everybody. So this is blindfolded lunging. And I don't do this with everybody. This is kind of an upper level one, but it's really fun. Not every horse likes to be lunged or is trained to be lunged. So you just use this at your discretion. My horses are all used to being free lunged. It's a great way to get the horses exercising, get them moving. In no way, shape, or form do we ever use the whip or what I like to call the wand in sessions to ever touch the horse. So whenever we get the whip out, the whip is a wand and it's never used to touch the horse. It's always just an extension of our hands. And we just use it because it's easier to see than our hands. It helps the clients whose energy is a little bit um, less than us as the horse expert. So what we're going to do today is Kenzie, my lovely assistant, is going to help me. And then Coral Sky is one of my therapy horses. She's going to help me. And Fiji is over there in the field. He's going to direct. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. First of all, you always make sure the client's okay with the blindfold. Otherwise, they can just close their eyes. That's not a problem at all. And you want to make sure they're okay, like Kenzie is with the horse. We've done a lot of Liberty work. She's familiar with horses. She has her own as well. So I have no worries about her getting flooded during this situation because we always want the client to work within their zone of um, happiness, not to be flooded at all. So what we're doing is I'm just letting her do a little bit of kind of grooming, grounding exercises. Clients determine what they want to do at the beginning of the session as far as our bilateral stimulation activity, like brushing or petting or just kind of bonding with the animal. And they also choose what horse they would like to engage. We don't use the word use, we use the word engage because we like to really make horses our equal. And if you look, my horses are all at liberty. And if you look, Coral's eyes are blinking. She's smelling. She's really enjoying this space with Kenzie right now. So that's something I look for. And you can see the veins in her face are really popping out. That means she's using her brain and she's thinking because all the circulation is going to her head. Ah, and see how her eyes rolled back and she released and she yawned. That's a huge, huge good release. She's telling Kenzie to release some things. She's also telling Kenzie that she feels really comfortable with the activity we're about to do. So, of course, these are just my perceptions. I can't communicate it with her. But we look for a lot of that. We look for the releases. We look for how the horses feel in sessions. And it's so important to know how the horses feel after sessions. And I'm going to talk a little longer because I really want her to stay in this space in this moment with whatever she's processing with Kenzie right now, because this is really powerful. If you see, she's blinking. She's in her parasympathetic nervous system. Fiji's deciding to change position, kind of walk away. Yeah, he's even having some feelings over there. All right. So I think now we're ready. That was a really special moment, though. Thank you, guys. So what I would do is we would grab the wand, and I always tell the clients to stay in the center with me. I am always in the arena when we do when we do blindfolded lunging. You're right behind the client. And you want to ask the client, is it okay to touch your arm? Is it okay to be close behind you to make sure they're comfortable? If not, you can just say, hey, I'm going to be behind you and protect you if anything happens. Because, the horse is running free and horses are very large animals. So what we'll do is first we're going to ask Coral to just go out. And however you ask your horse, I push on the shoulder with my eyes and say out. And then Kenzie's going to stand in front of me and we're just going to follow the horse and let her choose the direction. So she wants to go to the left. So Kenzie's going to put the blindfold on her head. And then whenever she's ready, she can blindfold herself. I'm going to hand her the whip in her right hand, and she's going to hold it just back like that. And then she's going to see if she can track the horse while blindfolded. So she's going to see if she can hear the horse where she's at. And then Kenzie, I'm going to try to get you to continue to get Coral to walk. So see if you can continue. She did stop. Good job. Yeah. So Kenzie noticed that she stopped. So we're going to try to, try to get the horse to continue moving. And then it's up to the client if they want the horse to trot or canter. So I leave it in their eyes. Haha, because she doesn't have her eyes. So I'm just right behind her. Nope, I won't let you run to the camera. And then kind of what are you noticing in your body? She says she feels wobbly. We're moving the camera. Yep, she could tell that she stopped again. Yeah, so she's going to ask for a little bit of a trot. And you can see Coral is happily obliging. No worries here. Yeah, you're doing something for sure. Just had to redirect her away from the camera. Yeah, and she could tell when she stopped too. So she noticed, and she's just getting a little bit of a trot. Yeah, she noticed again. What I would be saying is, wow, I can tell you're really in tune to the horse because you can tell when the horse stops and when the horse goes. And she's really in sync with you. I could ask her questions just for check-in. Do you still feel comfortable? What's different about this versus the blindfolded bareback riding? There's all kinds of processing you can do. You can let silence happen. So right now she chose to change directions, which is really cool. That was really fancy. And now Coral's doing a nice little trot, and Kenzie's staying with her in the center, mirroring her, even though she's blindfolded. Yeah, I can tell you're really using your other senses very well. You said my sense of hearing is a lot stronger. It's a lot easier to think. And then when she's ready, she's going to drop the whip and see if Coral will come to her. So she's going to see if she can get Coral to completely stop. And then she's going to see if she can come to her with while still blindfolded, engaging the horse, putting your intentions on the horse, clearing your mind. Yeah, and it's perfect because her ears are up and she's inviting her fully. Wow. Yeah, fully inviting her. And now she's even angling to where Kenzie is, if you notice. So she's coming over to you. So you're very clear enough in your mind that she knows exactly what you wanted of her and you can unblindfold. So that was beautiful. That's a little bit about the magic of blindfolded lunging. I love doing it in a round pen because you have a smaller area, but you can do it pretty much anywhere. And my horse really enjoys it. So it's so good to practice and make sure your horse enjoys it before you do it with clients, as is with every activity in the Icarus model. So now what we're going to do is I want to have you send her out one more time without the blindfold. We're going to do what I call the friendly game, which is, or happy ears. It's really called happy ears, where you send the horse out and then you ask them to stop and you go into the horse whenever they invite you. So I also play this in a game with my clients in groups. It's basically letting the non-verbals invite you in. So we practice it with a horse first and individuals. So she's going to ask Coral to stop, and Coral's going to stop on the track, and then she's going to stop herself. So have her stop whenever you're ready. And then what she's going to do is she's going to walk up to Coral whenever Coral invites her with her full face. You don't give clients a direction. You say, what's inviting language? And they get to determine. So ears up, face up, and then Kenzie kind of stop when one ear is back. So she's letting the horse invite her and making sure she's not overstimulating her at times. That's how important this is. And sometimes this can take a whole session because you have to be breathing. You have to be in your parasympathetic nervous system and you have to be connected with the horse. As you see, Coral gets a little overstimulated at times, moves her head to reset. Yes, but then she gently invited her at the end. And now she's inviting her more to be touching her shoulders. You can kind of see where she leads Kenzie to touch. Yeah, withers, shoulders. So that is the happy ears game, which is so cute to do. Now, Kenzie and I are going to model it a little bit, just with her and I in a group. We're going to model the human version. So for groups, you would have Kenzie stand like, I don't know, like 10 paces away. And then what one person would be the leader and the follower. So I'll be the leader and you'll be the follower. That means you only give me nonverbals that I can come into. So what that means to you guys is if she's blinking too much, I would step back. If she's leaning in, I would walk forward. If she leans back, I would walk back. So, and then it's kind of like a contest that you have with the clients who can get in first, but also at least have two or three nonverbals that say something. So, okay, we're leaning in. Yep. Okay, leaning back. One back. She blinks, so then they're back. And now I'm going to go in really close. And now I'm going to go back. So you play this game, and the horses can be there too to help. So if you see, she noticed she was doing the same thing when Kenzie was going back and blinking. Pearl would lift her head up too. So it's really cool to do all these little fun games, especially with the horses kind of giving us extra feedback, making it super fun. Um, so those are some of our interventions. I hope you guys enjoyed our little demos. Thank you.